Have you ever tried to tell somebody about your situation and you just felt more alone than before? Well, I have done this many times and it feels really annoying, right? Because we try to tell these people about our situation and we're hoping that they would understand. And the real reason why we try to tell other people about what we're going through is because we're looking to be seen, heard, and validated. So I have some notes here that I want to go through with you, okay? So when you're going through a situation or when you tell somebody about your situation and afterwards you find yourself saying, nobody understands, right? Have you done this before? And I'm sure you have done this before because everybody looks for validation sometimes. Like, we all desire to be heard, seen, and validated, right? Because we're human beings. It's like one of our qualities as being human. And so we think that this dialogue in our head, like before we go vent to somebody, right? We're like, okay, I'm gonna say this and this and this, and it's like going in a certain order, right? And it's like a script. And then when we do vent to that person, it's kind of like the words don't accurately describe how we're feeling, and it leaves us just feeling frustrated. And when I have done this, I would feel like I had a vent hangover, which is where after the conversation ends, I would go home and feeling like I shouldn't have said any of that. I shouldn't have even vented in the first place. And I would feel more alone, more frustrated, more lost. And I would also feel really naive, which is like a really annoying feeling, right? And I would also feel kind of like another quality that comes with the vent hangover is that you end up feeling like, okay, I could have just like not said anything, and I would probably be better off not saying anything, right? Which leads me to saying that struggling in silence is better and actually produces better results for yourself. It builds your character, and I have learned that dealing with my own problems by myself has built my courage, my self-confidence, and my self-resilience like never before. And I'm going through a situation right now where I'm like, okay, I could easily, pick up the phone or go meet up with somebody, and I know exactly who I would tell, but I've done that before, and I've actually told this person my situations in the past before, and I felt more alone. I felt unheard. I felt validated, but that's because this person is very like close to me, you know? So like I did get that validation, but I also felt very like naked. I felt like my problems were just out there and exposed, and then I felt like, okay, now I'm just gonna be being watched, right, with like what my next move is going to be, or that I just get like unsolicited advice from time to time, right? And it's just like, I have learned to just not say anything, okay? And to struggle in silence. And even though it's like hurtful, like it really hurts to like struggle in silence. And even in that point, you may feel like, you know, nobody understands, and you may be feeling like you're going into a hermit mode. But what you're excuse me, but what you're actually doing is you're preparing your resilience. You're like preparing for what's coming next, because what's coming next is going to be better than the situation, and it's going to bring you so much more joy and fulfillment. And so going through this hermit mode right now is necessary, no matter how alone it may feel, no matter how, you know, painful it feels to go through it alone. It's like a necessary processing time. So I wanted to share this with you because I want to encourage you to know that you're not alone. And I want people to be reminded that when they are going through tough situations, to just believe that they're not alone without the need to go out and vent to somebody to feel validated. I think that we need to have that tenacity and that resilience, because if we really want that kind of life, right, that we picture for ourselves, we have to be super resilient and self-sufficient and independent. Even if you're in a relationship, like, you still have to be all of those qualities. And oh my gosh, that just gives me like another topic to talk about, which we will discuss later. But I wanted this to be encouraging to you, to know that suffering in silence is more powerful, and your character is going to be built in a way that it can't be built when you're just like going around telling people your problems. And another thing is that, like, people think that they're going to get a solution by telling other people their problems. Like, oh, you know, so-and-so is a smart person, maybe they'll tell me what to do. Only you know what's best for yourself. And when you just suffer in silence and take the time to meditate and like ground yourself and really spend a lot of quiet time with yourself, you're going to find the answer. Like, the answer will come out from within you naturally. And it will take a little bit of time, right? It's not going to be like you meditate one time. I mean, maybe it could, maybe, okay? Maybe, sure, okay? Let's say you meditate one time and then voila, like the answer just comes out, okay? And that's amazing. I'm sure that does happen, okay? For me, like, I have to take like a few days, like not like the whole 72 hours, obviously, like meditating, but like I'll take like little time over the course of 3 days just to like be quiet with myself and center myself, and then like, you know, like an aha moment will happen, or like a solution will come up, my next move, my next action to take will come up. And so I think that it's more important to rely on ourselves that way. Like, you know, stop going to other people for like the answer, because nobody really knows what's best for you. Only you know what's best for you. And especially when you get the answer after like being quiet with yourself, you know that it's the right one because it's coming from your soul. So that's what I have for you for today. And I hope that this was encouraging to you, inspiring, insightful in some way. And if it was, I hope that you consider liking the video, sharing the video, and subscribing to the channel. And lastly, I want to share that I have an ebook that I wrote. There was no AI involved, okay? No ChatGPT, just my heart and soul poured out onto the paper. So, it is linked down below if you want to purchase that, okay? It's an ebook, which means that you can download it and read it on your phone, your laptop, your computer, your iPad, whatever device you have, even your Kindle. And you can even print it out as well. So it's like an ebook and an activity book. There are some journal prompts in there for you to write out your answers, so that way you can get your own, you know, feelings out a little bit and kind of help you navigate through your own process. And the book is called Build Your Own Authentic Confidence, and it's all about building and maintaining your own authentic confidence so you can build your own authentic life. Because in order to build an authentic life, you have to really know who you are and walk confidently in who you are. So there it is. And thank you again for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next video.